Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tom. You're on the TheMediaCows, and we're about to play some Bloodborne. Only real thing that I have to say before jumping in and having things get real weird real fast is a special shout out to Dewey. He's helping me make this possible for you guys by helping out with the editing, and I hugely appreciate that. Huge bro fist to you, Dewey. Thank you so much. Let's hop right in.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
I told you things were gonna get weird. We'll help normalize a bit by having our name be Bob. You know, as usual. And my name's Tom, but our character's name is always Bob. We'll be young, milquetoast, and male. Actually, milquetoast we should check into here. What do we want to do here? Usually my jam is vitality, because I like to live. I'm a big fan of not dying, so we'll do that. We won't question it too much. We've got kind of a nice like Count of Monte Cristo meets Dracula thing going on with our character right now, so might kind of keep it. We've got a little bit of a receding hairline going on. Can we fix the hair? I guess that's my only question here. Well, we could get a super receding hairline going. We could go emo. We could do that. That could happen. This is rather rugged. Oh, I like the Kevin Sorbo up here, actually. Let's go with that right there. Bust out the Hercules hair. Let's even try and get it that, that nice... Oh my god, that's so slow. Okay, cool. Oh, yes. The flaxen locks. I'm colorblind, so this is probably terribly wrong. We probably need to throw some blue in there in order to get a little bit more brown and less orange. I don't know. That might be bright green. As I mentioned, I'm colorblind. Whatever. Oh, come on. All right, we'll just jam that in there real quick. Oh, I think we might have hit the mark a little bit more. We might be at least dark green now. I have no clue. All right, sweet, awesome. That's our hair. Let's roll with it. Need to go one back and finalize our contract. The load times in this game are a little bit of something to watch out for. The developers have said that they're looking into it, but you know, not a deal breaker at all. Still gonna be one of the best games of the year if you like yourself some Souls games. This is certainly right in that vein, and you know, a little bit of load time, not gonna break the bank or anything like that for me. With that said, you know, something to watch out for if you're kind of impatient.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Yep, it's definitely in the spirit of a Souls game, with the NPCs cackling evilly after what they say.
You found yourself a hunter.
And there we are, the exceedingly weird intro to Bloodborne. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. So we haven't even begun the hunt. Haven't seen the hunt, but already we know we want to transcend it. Just to give you guys an idea of what we have at our disposal here. We have no defensive options right now other than rolling. We can punch things. We're good at punching. I've played so far up to the second boss, and I'll be surprised if I play further on that save. I'll probably just kind of, get up to the second boss, and everything after that will be, let's do it live. Let's get my real reaction to it. Let's see if it's possible for us to kill this guy. Probably not. We already see that's one of the core mechanics there. If he hits us and we hit him back within a short period of time, we can get some of our health back. Oh, I'm trying to get tricky here, trying to get a backstab in. In this game, you've actually got to fully charge your attack in order to get a backstab. Oh man, whiffed all over the place there. Oh, couldn't quite stagger him. This is a totally fair fight. Man versus werewolf. Oh. I think if that had been a little closer, we might have actually gotten it. Oh, get at us, werewolf. You know you want some of this. You got nothing. You got nothing, werewolf. Get at us. 2 damage at a time. We're going to take you out. Don't have health. Don't need health. We'll kill the werewolf as a ghost. Alright, well, we lose. We lose against the werewolf. So yeah, for those of you that don't know me, maybe this is your first time hopping into a Souls game on the TheMediaCows here. I'm Tom. Nice to meet you. So good to see you here. I love Souls games. They're kind of my jam. I'm a little late getting to this one. Mostly because I wanted to familiarize myself with it. So these guys here, we remember them from our bed, right? Turns out they're actually kind of our friends. They're pretty good guys. See, look. They're offering us a trick weapon. In my playthrough so far, I've been playing with the threaded cane. I'm not wild about it. Here, we'll go ahead and pop into this. If you want to pause it on any of these descriptions and read into them, you definitely can. I believe the breakdown here is that the axe is the most close-up weapon. The cane, I believe, is the furthest ranged weapon. And I think the saw cleaver is a little bit in between. And if we go ahead and display damage, we might be able to get a little bit of confirmation there. Yeah, so lowest damage, medium, highest damage. I'm actually gonna go like the complete opposite of what I've tried so far. I like trying new things, so I'm gonna grab that hunter axe, try and get up close and personal. Similarly, I had been going with the pistol so far. It has a much higher blood attack than the blunderbuss, but I think that's a little bit misleading. I think that the blunderbuss shoots multiple rounds, most likely, not positive. So I think that it can actually deal, a lot more damage up close. It's generally typical of a blunderbuss. Again, if you want to check out the descriptions here, feel free to pause it and read them up. Quicker draw than the blunderbuss, which is really surprising to me because this actually has a pretty long wind-up. So I'm actually going to stick with the pistol. Weapon tends to be a little bit of a counter more than anything. It's almost like a parry, though you have limited bullets. I'm playing offline at the moment, so nothing really to do with that notebook. It will give us an opportunity here, though, to pop in and, you know, equip an item in the quote consumable unquote slot. Drop on our axe and our pistol there, and we can, you know, take a look at our equipment here. I'm gonna cruise through these, but again, if you like, you can pause and read up on the descriptions of everything so far. There you go. With that, we've got a creepy doll here. There's lots of notes throughout the outside here, mostly describing the basic mechanics of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and just hop in. I'll kind of be my own guide through this one. In the top left, trade in blood echoes with messengers to buy and sell items. Oh yeah, this is actually not the way back. I don't know why I was thinking it was. These are, you know, our basic items that we can buy right off the bat. We can buy a little bit better armor, but we don't have any blood echoes right now to buy it with. Blood echoes are this game's equivalent of souls, if you're familiar with the past games. You know, similarly, you can sell stuff and yada yada yada. For now, I believe that's going to pretty much do it for what we can do around here. And we'll head on back to Yharnam, the first floor sick room. If you're familiar with the Souls games, the biggest difference that you're going to see in this game versus, you know, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, every single game so far in that series, and this is definitely, I would say, in that series, even though it's not in name, and it's substantially different, you know, not in terms of art style, but in terms of combat style. It's still roughly in the same-ish engine, but the combat is a lot more aggressive. I'll try and show that off a bit here in our proper fight. So this is sort of like your basic equipment. We're not going to get significantly different from this equipment until, you know, at least as far as I've been in the game. Up until the second boss, we'll still have just a gun and a melee weapon, and that's going to be our left hand and right hand weapon. Notably, neither of those is really a defensive option. You can use your pistol to interrupt attacks. That's as close to defense as you can play in this game, which is substantially different from my playstyle in any of the Souls games so far, which is really exciting and really fun. And it does a lot of smart things to make it so that that's not just incredibly frustrating, even if you're coming from kind of my perspective of a defensive Souls game player. I love my shield. I love being able to, you know, turtle up kind of and not get crushed, and I guess scout ahead, kind of look at what my enemies do before I have to commit to attacks. This game's significantly different. See? I was about to get hit. I could have dodged, but dodging doesn't do much for you. It just stops you from getting hit. So instead I had to sneak in some attacks in order to not get hit there. Go ahead and summon ourselves an elevator. That attack that I just did right there, you can do by tapping forward and strong attack. It's kind of a lunging attack. One of those tricks from the Souls games that'll carry over here. The forward and light attack used to be, you know, either a kick or kind of a disarm for the shields of enemies. Doesn't actually exist in this one. It just does your normal attack. Yeah, so that's a little bit different. I've got a new lamp. These are your equivalent to a bonfire, essentially a checkpoint if you're not coming from a Souls game.
Oh, you must be a hunter, and not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.